And yeah, we'll continue to make the hair. I'm not sure that we will be able to make it in 20 minutes, so maybe few videos for this, because the hair is pretty complicated and we have to figure out each hair strand. So first I wanna just, with the damp standard brush, I want to know, and I want to, let's think about it, where they could be and where they originate. They originate from here and go like this. Others go like this from here. Others go from this area, like down. Okay. Goes like this. And of course, with the little move brush, we can just make some little hair strands like this. Make them work. Then another one here. We'll use the move brush just to fix them. Not only I wanna make sure every strand is thought about in 3D, I want it to look cool also, because I will look at it in all the process of making this character. So I want everything to look as cool as possible, as nice as possible, because that's that will lead my internal like motivation, and I will be happier when I work. So especially in the beginning, you have to make something really nicely. For example, this head, it's coming out pretty good. So if we are happy with it, with the head, then we can continue and make something better, you know, and we can make good things after this. So it's good to make something very nice in the beginning, and then everything after it will become good. So yeah. Also, especially with the hair, we have to not be so attached to our work, because we have to rework a lot of times. We have to rework things. So if we get too attached, we can't be able to rework, and we won't be able to make the best out of the forms. So we have to be able to rework. This is cool. Looking nice. Let's just fix some things here. Move some stuff. Maybe with the inflate brush, just make some volume of the hair in some areas. It will be useful. Then let's try to make with the standard brush, for example, some hair strands going in some direction. We don't have a concept from the side, which is a little bit unfortunate, but yeah, there's no perfect happiness. We have to just figure it out ourselves. The thing is that the strands here are not, they don't go lower than the eye, than the ear, so we have to make that. We have to consider that, and that's part of the style, part of her hairstyle, so we have to put up with this. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look as good now, but if we put enough time and effort, everything can be fixed, everything can be good. You just have to trust yourself a little bit more. Of course, if you're a beginner, complete beginner, it's very difficult to trust yourself, but you have to sometimes. So what I'm doing now is selecting this brush B, curve tube. So go to brushes and then curve tube, and then I will make a strand here, hair strand. This is not exactly what it is. I'll have to make my brush smaller and then click, then smaller and then click, but I have to get out in order to have red circle and then click, and probably this will be enough. Then accept, just with click somewhere on the model, and we have a wild strand which we need here, and we'll make other strand like this, other strands like this. Probably our ears should be a little more inside the head. Or like this. Okay, yeah, more like the concept. We have to put up with the concept, like I said. And no, we don't have to, but most of the time, if you are given a concept, for example, you're working for a company or you're freelancing, when you're given a concept which is approved by the art director and everybody in the company that you're working for, even when you're freelancing, most of the time you're working for some company and making tasks for them, concepts. You are making 3D out of concepts. So they approve this concept, and more time than not, then they want exactly what they gave you as a concept. So you have to be able to make 2D into 3D basically perfectly, which is a very good skill, very respectful, and if you're good at it, you will be very much wanted as an artist. So you have to be able to achieve that. As of course, most of the time also, if you do something better than the concept, it's well received sometimes, but it's difficult. I mean, it's you have to be very experienced and very good to do that. So most of the time, just try to make exactly the concept and you will be fine. So here we have to make this a little bit like this, and I'm looking now at the back of the concept of the back of the head, and it looks like this. This thing is like a little bit inside. Then we have inflate here, smooth, inflate, smooth. We just have to get rid of this ear form here. It's a little bit irritating, annoying. But we'll get to it, no problem. So yeah, she's starting to look a little bit like the concept, which is good. Alright, just making this part of the hair, which is a big, some kind of a hair strand going this way. Yeah, we have to decide which hair is going where, and yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but has to be done. So let's do like this. Hairs going this direction, some of them going in this direction in front, because this hairstyle is like stuck to the face here. The hairs are a little bit stuck in this area to the cheek, and it's very cute, very stylish. Maybe the author of the concept, which I respect a lot because this concept is amazing. As we as artists rarely work on this kind of a super nice concepts, and also this kind of a concept that has everything. Most of the time, me for example, I work with concepts that are just vague representation of what it should be, and then I just develop them, which in one hand, like I said, is good because it boosts my creativity and it feels good. It's like a narcotic or something. Yeah, it's very cool. But from the other hand, it's not that good, because if you don't exactly find out what the artist meant by some line or something, or the art director for example, not very nice. They will return your work a couple of times, and eventually they can even go to other artists, especially if you're a freelancer. So it's a knife with two blades, as we say. Not two blades, but two sharp edges. With two edges. Two-edged knife. Or double-edged is the term, I think. Have to be careful. I will inflate it a little bit, because at some point it's very thin, and when I work it's getting a little bit out of hand. So it's kind of the same as the concept, but not exactly, so we should work on that. Those hair strands are not, they're more like flat, but I will make them with a trim dynamic brush. Of course, everything could be very flat. Trim dynamic brush, making flat things since I don't know when they introduced the trim dynamic brush. For example, since 2004 or 2005. I think the first version of ZBrush is around 2004 or even 2003, I'm not sure. So it's a pretty old program. Of course 3D Max is older, but that doesn't matter. ZBrush and Mudbox, I think they came out almost at the same time. And yeah, there was a choice. Would you want to model with ZBrush or would you want to model with Mudbox? And I chose ZBrush, and obviously that was the right choice, yeah. Because Mudbox is not exactly in a good position right now, I think. And ZBrush is used by everybody. And it's the best program for this kind of work. For organic modeling, and also with these tools that they have now, the Z-Modeler brush and some other stuff, you can do hard surface modeling pretty well. And I barely, if never, go to 3D Max for something when I sculpt. When I'm even making some kind of knights with armor and stuff, I do it all in ZBrush. Everything. Just ZBrush, it's faster. to work with one program, and ZBrush is capable of doing this, so it's a good thing. And for this kind of hair and stuff, you cannot use anything else. I mean, this is concepting the hair in 3D, because we have the concept, but we don't exactly know how every strand looks in 3D. We have to figure that out by ourselves. I don't like this here. I'll smooth it. And I will smooth almost everything, because yeah, we have to figure it out. And probably this will take a long time, but we have time. Time is on our hand. It's not a problem, I think. Let's see, this is going this way, it's cool. We will have another strand here going this way, and probably a few strands here we have to make. Let's do this. Let's make one for now. Make it smaller, bigger. Okay, this is pretty nice. Put it around this area here. Make it like this. And then accept it. And then smooth a little bit this part. Go like this. It looks like some kind of worm. We have to make it look more like hair. So Dynamesh, okay. I was trying to Dynamesh, which is by just making a mask selection in the air, but it wasn't. It didn't do anything, which is strange. But no problem. We can make it if we try. Okay. Let's see here, like this. And then go to here. Just flatten. And then from this side, we'll probably do this a little bit. It doesn't look very good from the side view. From the front, it looks pretty good, but from the side view it looks a little bit strange, so I have to work on that. Okay. Probably our chin here is a little bit bigger, not the bottom jaw. It's a little bit too much. And also, she's a little bit too much lean forward. So let's try to fix that. Okay, we're good. I'm just moving this because I think this is a little bit strange looking. The eye from the side view. has to be less visible. So I'm doing this. The teeth, yeah, just look like a little rabbit, but it's pretty normal. The rabbit looking, it's cool. So let's try and press polish and then do this. Okay, this is more like it. I mean, polish is a good option when you're trying to make something a little bit stylized, and this hair for now should be stylized in our case. Otherwise it will look not like hair but like something very wrinkly or something, and now it looks more like hair because every strand is more straight. So it's a good idea to have this option pressed when you're making this kind of hair, this type of hair. Okay, try to get all the strands from this area here. A little bit like this, a little bit like this, and then from the back, of course, they go like this. And this is one strand here, oops, here in this area. There's another strand in this area like this. Then probably another one like this. And probably one something like that. We'll do it like this. This. Smooth. Do it again. Just until everything goes to whatever it's supposed to be. And the thing is, we have to, I'm making from the back, I'm making front, and we have to meet in the middle. And yeah, the time for this video is over. So I'll probably see you in the next one, which will be the third, or no, it will be the second for the hair, because yeah, in the first one we just started it but not doing too much, so this is the first probably. And yeah, the hair will have few videos for it, probably deserve it. Okay, so yeah, see you in the next video.